All right. The market is up 0.16%. Let's hope it starts going good today. Let's hope it's good today.
What in tarnation?
Are you
Who
in the
the
shower?
hell?
No. I'm next to a fountain.
All right, well, we'll jump in the fountain and mute real quick. Thank you.
Okay.
It definitely sounds like a shower. All right, guys, welcome to the Crypto Breakfast Club. We are back for another episode. It's Friday, November 15th. And let's dive into it. Bitcoin dialing back a little bit. We've got a bunch of things happening, though. XRP. Who said XRP is a stable coin?
Mar.
That's what I thought. Who said Cardano's a stable coin?
Also Mar.
No.
That's what I thought. Yo, XRP and Cardano moving. I think something's brewing, man. I think something's brewing. I was reading an article this morning, guys, about these two. Ripple Cardano, could a mega partnership be in the making? There's a lot of speculation right now surrounding that, which is interesting.
Zach,
Yeah.
I got the info.
What's up, bro?
Well, first of all, good morning. Like this, I forgot who always says GM to
That's me,
everyone.
GM,
Bro,
GM,
can I
baby.
just say like I hate that. Like that is like it's like it's gay and not the gay way that's like degrading, but it's just
whoa.
it's super gay, bro. It's like GM like
That's
Yeah.
that's what they're doing next, bro. You
it's
guys
just,
get with
it's
the
gay. I
times.
feel like we need to
Well,
stop.
You
it's
gotta get with the times, brother.
We need
Well, I
to
mean,
stop
if you
that.
wanna, I think it's cool to write it like but not GM. It's like laziness. It's like But yeah, man. I was in a space last night with an individual that has given me info on on stuff, and so check this out. I actually wrote to pay, but I'm like, you know what? Since he showed a picture of me yesterday or a video of me falling off my Camry, I'm gonna torture him and make him wait.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me post that to the top so everyone can see what I'm talking about. That literally, I have a video of Mars.
That had me dying yesterday, bro.
Dude, when I first saw
I was fucking laughing so hard, bro.
I literally threw up.
That guy was Listen, that guy was drunk. I wasn't.
That's what makes it worse, Mar. That doesn't make it better. That makes it worse. And the thing is, I've never seen someone fall out of a car, and now that I've witnessed it and can imagine it's you, oh my god, I'm fucking crying.
My fall was actually worse. I actually landed almost on my head. But yeah, man. I got some info from the guy. He's got some insiders where uh the CEO from Cardano had, of course, a meeting. You all know that he went to Elon's SpaceX or wherever the fuck it was at, and the meeting was about using the Cardano blockchain for the elections 2028 for voting. That's where he got his
Well, bro, that's interesting.
Yeah,
that makes sense, Mar, because what Cardano's been built on is supposedly for like governments, big institutions. That was one of the big disconnects between Charles Hoskinson and Vitalik Buterin. Buterin was trying to be the Walmart of smart contracts, right, for everything and everybody. And Hoskinson was like, nah, like I don't see it like that. I want to create I want to take this real measured approach and have it built for like the big institutions. Also big in like higher education and universities with like test scores and stuff like that. That makes sense, bro.
Yeah, that too. And this gentleman said, look, nothing has been signed, but work has started already.
Interesting. You know what's crazy about Mar? You know what's crazy about that? I mean, he's already working with a couple of governments and government agencies around the world, so I can definitely see it. And now we're talking about a $20 Cardano. Just wait on it, guys. $20 is incoming.
Bro, you know what's hilarious?
He mentioned that too. That he'd been working over in South Africa with that government, and he didn't specify exactly doing what, but he was down there. What's his name? Charles Hoskinson.
Yeah.
And but even with all that, his prediction for the price was not that high. I think was slightly over all-time high. Was that right, Mark?
Well, he said Cardano always does great on the bull market, and that's when my clown ass realized I didn't even realize Cardano was in the 2018 bull market. You know, I thought that Cardano only had one bull market. I'm like, what is he talking about? Then when I went back, I saw Cardano hit $1 all-time high on the 2018, 17, and then what was it, like $2-3? So I think he said like maybe $5, $6. But yeah, and Zach, like he went. I told Mutasco, like, he went into details that we don't know how Shiba is about to like go nuts on burning. You know, like, I know we've been impatient, but it's gonna happen. The burning mechanism, and he also went into detail how Shiba, which this was mind blowing, like, could have flipped not Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even get close to it, but there was some stuff going on there that it was just they just didn't let it happen. But yeah, man, I know, and which, that's why I love listening to this guy, is big BNB fucking fan, and he believes, just like I believe, BNB has the strongest utility of any coin out there. It's got the exchange, it's got an awesome fucking blockchain that runs flawless, and yeah, it was pretty cool space, and it was cool to hear that about ADA, and what they're working on for the elections, and school and all that stuff.
Yeah, I would
Bro,
say real. Oh, go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, I just want to say real quick here, like, I loaded up relatively recently on the top 3 meme coins. I know that's not like the sexiest thing or whatever, but I'm like, I don't have enough Dogecoin. I don't have enough SHIB, and I really like SHIB right now because it's being overlooked. Nobody's talking about it a lot, and I don't have enough Pepe. I bought all 3. I bought more of all 3, man. I'm like, I'm not going to overthink this, and I hold a bunch of other stuff too, but I'm loading up on those top 3 guys. I mean, you're talking about number 6, number 11, and number 15 by market cap. Now, I mean, you have 3 meme coins in the top 15, and retail's not back yet, and you could buy now all 3 of these everywhere, bro. I mean, to me, it's just a no-brainer, and I loaded up, man. I loaded up on all 3 of them.
Zach, you know what? I asked once, are these memes you think they're gonna go away? Pepe, Dodge, Shiba, and a guy answered me, man, like, so simple. He goes, is Mickey Mouse ever gonna go away? I go, no. I go, these are mascots already. These are characters. They're here to stay, man.
100%, bro. Paid, what's up, man?
Yo, real quick about the price discussion of ADA. Like you guys said earlier, it went to $3 last bull run, and that was before they really had smart. Like, they had smart contracts coming out, but not like where they are now, right? Like right now, like, people are building like crazy, and it was before all that happened to hit $3. This cycle, it has to go more, especially if the rumor about the election thing is true. Like, $3 would be like you can see that like really, really quickly. Like, I'm not saying $20. $20 is like fucking a joke, but like getting closer to $6, $7, $8 would be more realistic if the U.S. government fucking starts using ADA and Cardano as like the election fucking blockchain. There's just going to be, you're guaranteed millions of users because they have to use it for the election. It's guaranteed. If they're going to vote and they vote through this blockchain, whatever system they come up with, they're going to have to use it. It's going to cost money, whether the federal government pays for that or like the voters pay for it, whatever. But like, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen.
No, I agree 100%. Let's go down to Steve, man. Good to have you back. What's up?
Yo, what's up? Thanks for having me in yesterday. What's up, Crypto Breakfast Club? Yesterday, I kind of came in and shilled my project a little bit on the XRP ledgers and meme coin. The ticker is Spiffy, but I forgot to mention, and ironically enough, Gary Gensler rumors started that that he's going to resign yesterday. But the day before that, I released a Gary Gensler diss track. I am an artist and I am a musician. A way to invest in me as a rapper, producer, musician is through my coin on the XRP ledger. But yeah, I figured I'd come share this Gary Gensler diss track. I figure whether you're on Cardano, whether you're on XRP, whether you're on Ethereum, you know, nobody likes Gary Gensler. You know what I mean? So yeah, I figured I'd pop through and share this with you guys. And yeah, Zach, just want to say thanks, and thanks for joining the XRP spaces the last, you know, handful of weeks or so. Like bringing some more people over to XRP, man, it means a lot.
100%, bro. Yeah, we'll be doing it again too, man. That was a great space yesterday. We had so many people tuned in and showed up, man. It was awesome. Glad to have you back, man. Hopefully there's some more spillover from the XRP army. You know, we cover everything here. We're talking meme coins, we talk macro, we talk everything, man. But it is fun sometimes to kind of dive into particular ecosystems. We've done a couple deep dives into the Caspa ecosystem. Of course, XRP. Paid's pretty well connected in the Cardano ecosystem. We're going to line one of those up pretty soon. So, yeah, man, it was a blast yesterday, man. It was great. So happy to have you back in here and rocking with us. So,
yeah, no doubt, bro. Thanks again. And you, for some reason, have the perfect time. I'm in California on the West Coast, so I'm just getting up for work. So yeah, it's like perfect time to come listen while I'm having my coffee, listen while I'm partaking in my morning activities before work. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. I'm gonna drop down so other people could talk, but I'll be listening and lurking in the background. Thanks again, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. That's what it's all about. Let's go down to your corp, my man. Your corp, what's happening?
GM. No, I'm kidding, Zach. I'm kidding. Good morning.
Bro, it's one of the things that's like so overused now, you know? Like, what are we doing, man? Like,
I feel you on that, right? I had to do it. But good morning, guys. I just wanted to come in real quick to ask him regarding Cardano ADA. So I back then, like I want to say almost a year ago, I want to say at the beginning of this year, the end of last year, I put in just like $20 to $30 on it. It was when I was going into paid coin that I got some and I bought a little extra just to have. Now, can you guys give me more details of ADA? Like I haven't do the research of it. Just talk to me about it. So like that I can see. I'm not gonna of course invest right now because it's going up and up. But I heard you guys saying that the all-time high was $3, so it's kind of far away from it. So if it's gonna do some stuff, I would like to, of course, get it now and not miss the opportunity. But I definitely want to hear a little bit more about it. Can you
here's my take. I mean, and Paid can probably do a better job than me. I'll be quick with it though, and then Paid, you can jump in. I mean, here's really what it comes down to. This is why I invested in Cardano pretty heavily after I kind of looked at some things. It's an Ethereum competitor, and I have a lot of Ethereum too. It's a main competitor to Ethereum, so it's a smart contract platform, very similar, but they're taking a different approach. And the way I looked at it when I first invested into Ethereum, I was like, I don't think Ethereum's going to be overtaken anytime soon. I want to invest in the biggest smart contract platform, but there's room for some other big players. Okay. And the reason why I like Cardano, a lot of it was because of Charles Hoskinson. Remember, Charles Hoskinson was part of the Ethereum Foundation with Vitalik, decided to cut ties and go do his own thing because he had a different philosophy. So it's almost like a little hedge against Ethereum. And I'm getting a different type of smart contract platform. And when I looked at it, Cardano's supposedly kind of going into more niche areas, like Mara just mentioned, working with governments, working with institutions, working with big companies. Whereas like Ethereum's kind of like the Walmart approach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's for everything, you know? Okay. So I liked it as kind of a hedge against Ethereum. And I want a piece of, some other competitors to Ethereum because, there's going to be some faster horses. Right. So that's kind of my quick take on it. And I really like Charles. I think
you have said that like always.
Having somebody like that's forward facing, that's always going live and talking to the community, that definitely drew me in too,
Okay, that's good. That's definitely good information. Thank you so much. Pate, if you want to give me something too, I know you love Cardano. And
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Outside of my project and Snack, I don't hold any Cardano, and the reason being is because I want to see even more multiples from the ecosystem. So if Cardano does a 10x, yo, Snack, which is the number one meme coin on Cardano, that shit does a 20-30x. My project does a fucking 30x. So like, I mean, that's where you can do that with any chain, right? Like that's how it works. The main chain the main, crypto goes up like crazy, and then after that, all the projects within that ecosystem go. But I think right now, when we're talking about the election chain situation, if it works for America, guess what? Every country in the world will do it. Like that's how it's going to work. It's the same thing with Trump getting elected. If crypto goes, if it becomes like what the mainstay is for the U.S. government, guess what? All the European countries are going to follow suit. All the countries in fucking South America are going to follow suit. Places in the Middle East, whatever, they're going to follow suit for the elections, right? For their voting system alone. And that's just their voting. That's just one aspect of Cardano that we're talking about. And I don't mind talking about that right now because of the time frame we're in. But like, think about it. If it works in America and we have 320 million people, and let's say like, I don't know, fucking how many, fucking 40%, 50% are old enough to vote. I don't know the age population in America right now. But you do that and times that by at least like the top 20, 30 countries, you're looking at literally a $20, $30 ADA. If this happens, if it works. And this is what my bet is right now with ADA. Like that's what my bet's going to be.
This is your point of
getting
view.
all these countries together and then really just fucking following America's lead if it works. If it doesn't work, I mean, they have other shit going on. Right. But this is what I'm betting on right now.
Okay. I see your point of view. I do thank you so much for giving me that information. And definitely it's going to make me, of course, do my own more research on it and make me decide if I definitely want to go ahead and do the full investment, like a big investment on it. Because, again, how you say, Charles Huskin, you have talked about him so much, Zach. I think you even interviewed him, and I'm not mistaken. I can't remember that. I'm not 100% sure, but I know you have. I know you have always talked about him, that you have wanted to do like a lot of stuff with him and like be more part of whatever he does. So definitely, if Cardano is like that, how you explain me, then I'm gonna look more into it. I appreciate you for giving me more details on that. Thank you, too, Pate. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah, brother. Pate met him, I think, out in Vegas, though.
Yeah, he fucking gave me a hug. I was like, bro, do you even know who I am? I was like, what's going on? He hugged me in the middle of a nightclub. I was like, what the? He didn't. And then I asked some people, I was like, does he hug people? And everyone's like, no, I've never seen that happen.
Do you feel anything?
There you go. You special, bro.
Did you feel anything, Pate?
What do you say, Mark?
Did you feel anything or nothing?
No. I didn't take any Viagra this morning like you do. So I personally felt nothing. But I don't. Yeah, whatever.
Fucking bar, man. That's fucking hilarious. Zach, what's up, bro? We didn't forget about you, bro. Hey, Zach, real quick. I know you're probably already looking at this. Have you seen Barsic, Hasbullah's cat?
No, I've been.
Dude,
I've been
so apparently, Hasbullah, right? The baby.
Yep.
Baby adult. His cat died, bro. Look at, dude, it's sending right now.
Oh, dude, I got to check it out.
Hasbullah's cat. It's at a 25 mil. I made a play at 17 mil this morning. I'm in a trade right now.
That's crazy.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I'm in the trenches of Solana. I'm trading Baby Peanut.
I heard about that one too. This one's on Sol too.
I gotta check it out.
Take a look, man. Crazy
Zach,
volume.
There's another play I want to get you guys in for Solana. It's Paul versus Tyson, ticker fight. They have that big fight tonight, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. So there's one Paul versus Tyson. I got in at 600. It's sent to about 3 mil. I put it in the Breakfast Club TG. I think that's going to go until closer to the fight tonight. So I mean, that financial advice right now it's at 1.6.
1.4.
But ticker fight.
It's dumping right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's dumping. It just pumped from 600K to fucking 3.1 mil. Yeah, it's dumping. Okay.
Got another Waka Flocka flame over here, bro. This is
all right.
going
When this
to
shit goes
Valhalla.
to 20 mil tonight, I want everyone's gonna send me money to buy ice cream.
This shit's going plastic.
But what else is up, Zach?
Oh, nothing. Just trading. Watching the market. Everything is looking really, really good. I'm in this Solana wormhole right now. I can't seem to get out of it. But when I flip over to ETH and a couple of days ago watching the gas fees, I'm like, fuck this, honestly. So Yeah, I'm just really deep diving into Solana. So it's pretty exciting to get out of the ETH circle a little bit and just see, what's going on over there. The money's flowing over there, but a lot of these tokens pretty much dump right after. So you definitely have to watch closely. It's rare that they go up and then go down and then go way back up again. So and the certain aspects these projects need to do to keep the hype going. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I know. I'm not involved with these projects, but I can just see how they're moving. And if they're not moving properly, I usually G'd out just because I know it's not going to, take off. But yeah, I'm just in the wormhole of Solana right now. Honestly, I'm stacking Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that one for the long haul. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm deep in the trenches trading.
Hey, XRP just broke through 90 cents. It's up 27% today. I didn't mean to weirdly transition there, Zach.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, 65% move here in the last 7 days, guys, on XRP. Insane. Cardano's moving. Brett this morning almost set a damn all-time high. I was up at 6 a.m. I was going through my shit. I'm like, holy hell. Brett almost set an all-time high. Pulled back a little bit, but I think Brett's going to go. Here's something to think, bro. How the hell does Brett not get listed on Coinbase? It's going to get listed on Coinbase. And Brett is not even listed on Binance yet. It's not listed on anything. It's sitting at a $1.6, $1.7 billion market cap with no Coinbase, no Binance, no Robinhood. I'm like, you guys know that's my largest meme coin holding, but whatever. We'll see what happens. Let's keep it moving. I think Joyo, they were up here real early. Joyo, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Zach?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I was up. I know that there's a lot of Cardano talk and XRP. Did you read the Crypto.com, the updated roadmap, and have you been watching Crow on its rip the last week?
Oh, hell yeah, man. We've been covering Crow. I hold some Crow too. I've been in it since 2021. Absolutely love it. It's a long-term play for me. I mean, I've always said it's like getting into Binance super early.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really how I look at it. I mean, and they're brilliant with their marketing strategy. Yeah, man, I love Crow. It's a long-term play.
It looks like, for anybody that's doing some research, it looks like in their app that they're kind of also be making the Robinhood move where, offering stocks and general banking services. So hopefully after this bull, if they get their roadmap achieved that they just updated, we should be able to get some stability in the bear with, okay, now, in Crypto.com, you can still trade stocks and buy Tesla, right? So, I definitely recommend anybody to check out the new Crypto.com roadmap if you're interested in plays that are not just crypto, but, like everything kind of personal finance.
No, right on, man. 100%. Love it. I did hear that rumor that they could be going into stocks too, and I think it's brilliant. I mean, I remember when Robinhood, I remember when I was getting into Robinhood pretty heavily back in 2020 and just started my YouTube journey in 2021. I kept saying all the time, Robinhood would be crazy not to go all in on crypto. And they did. I mean, they started to list more and more assets. And then they had that whole scare with the SEC. They delisted assets. And then yesterday or the day before or whatever, they're relisting all these assets because they know there's going to be a changing of the guard at the SEC. Gensler's going to be out. You got a pro-crypto, president coming in, pro-crypto house, So Robinhood's smart, man. I mean, they're going all in on crypto. And why the hell wouldn't you? I mean, that app is geared toward young investors. Where are young investors putting their money? They're putting their money in crypto. I mean, and I think Crypto.com still has time to, capitalize on that and take full advantage of that as well. So it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. The one thing I will say, Crypto.com's app needs to be a little bit more user-friendly. Like when you go on Robinhood's app, it is so gamified, so easy to use, so easy to track things. It's just, that matters, man. That matters more than anything when new users come and use something, you know. So I think that's something that
Yeah,
could be solved.
I agree with
obviously,
that.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. And they're making improvements. They recently, just yesterday also, you had to use it on the app, right? But because of stocks and banking, they just released in the US that you can now finally use it on a website like a browser, even though we don't have in the US the crypto.com exchange. But you can at least now use your whole experience in a web browser as well. So I think that will force them to overhaul the app for sure.
Yeah, bro. I think they do that. I mean, they already have the marketing, right? Like their strategy in that regard is brilliant. I mean, they got the huge deal with the state, the old Staples Center, and I mean, I've always said it's the best freaking name for a crypto company ever. I mean, you know what I mean? So leverage that. But I think once they get that application, that app built out where it's just so intuitive and it's so easy to use, like Robinhood is, I think they can definitely, take some of that market share, away, and people could flock over there. And I know they're doing it the right way. I mean, they're getting all their licensing, in various parts of the world the right way. They're going about it strategically, how they have to. And, they had a little scare there before Trump got reelected, like the SEC Wells notice. I think people basically said, the hell with that. Even when that came down, I mean, does anybody even take that shit seriously anymore? It used to be like a big thing, and now it's like, oh, Wells notice, like whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't, it's almost like a buy the dip opportunity. Now it's like, okay, you're going to dump down 12, 15% because of this news. That's a buy the dip opportunity right there. So love Crow, man. Let's go down to our sponsor, Azumi, and then we'll get over to Kova, Matt, and Blue Eyes as well. So Azumi, what's up?
Hey, I think the GMGM came up with the NFT space, and that's why we're getting a little bit tired of that. So I usually go with the GMGM because it's hard, like you have energy or something like that. But yeah,
bro, that was not shade at you, bro. Trust me, that was not a personal attack.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't, man. No, I swear. I just hear it so often in spaces, and I'm like, bro, like I don't know. You know how it is.
Yeah, well,
it's all good, bro. It's all love.
I will still do it. No, but okay. So I have your, well, I want to get your take since you brought the Trump topic back. So there's this over and under bet that Trump and Elon will part ways before 6 months. So what's your take? Do you think they will last and they will work together for the full 4-year term, or do you think they will get in a fight or getting an ego competition or something? What's your take on this?
That's a good question, and I know Trump's had a track record of firing a lot of people, but those are people in politics, man. You know what I'm saying? Elon's not in politics. Like he was getting rid of a lot of people, in his word or his frame of mind, part of the swamp. You know what I mean? And I think he was trying to buck the trend a little bit. And there was a lot of people in the way. I think what he's doing now is putting people in place that are not part of the swamp. I mean, look at Vivek Ramaswamy, somebody new who's not deeply entrenched with the old ways of doing things. I think it could be a good partnership, a good relationship. Who knows? I mean, anything can freaking happen when you get, people with big egos and all of that together. I think as long as he lets Elon and Vivek kind of do their thing and just trust the process, which I think Trump has gotten better with that. I think you could just kind of tell that he's gotten better with, not being as reckless, I think, in a lot of ways. I think it could work, man. So I would bet that it works, man. I would bet that Elon and company, have full control over that. Oversight, of course, is there with Trump and check in but I mean, I'm actually bullish on all of that. And there's reason I think to be concerned a little bit in terms of which programs they're going to cut and things like that. I mean, but I also have confidence in them going through, because last time I think I heard there's like almost 500 agencies out there in the United States, and they make like 2 new ones every year. I mean, obviously you don't want to cut agencies that are needed But this to me is like easy for what Elon has already done in his life. This is like a walk in the park. I mean, the guy's fucking sending rocket ships and landing shit. He's saving free speech. I mean, this to me is like, this is like a homework project, you know? It's like, oh yeah, I'll have this done by tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm excited about it all.
Yeah, and I think that Elon and Trump have spoken about this, and Trump is just gonna let Elon and Vivek just do whatever they want with that. And I think that this might just be a one way for Vivek to be a presidential candidate for the next cycle, and he will have Elon and Trump backing him. So we might be in for a run of 8 years of pro crypto presidents. Who knows?
God, I hope so, man. God, I hope so. That would be beautiful. Let's go down to Kova, and then we'll go to Matt and Blue Eyes, and then we'll get over to your court. Kova, what's up, man?
Well, good morning, everybody. I'll chime in on that little that Elon and Trump. I think they're good, man. Definitely past 4 months. There's just too much commonalities. They got a lot of things in common. They definitely both want to protect children, and I think that comes above egos for sure. And when they look at that portion, I know Elon is going another direction right now. He's not a cabinet where he's protecting kids or anything, but he's definitely involved in the government. And I think that's one of the things that brought him together. I won't go into too many details about that, but one of the things that drove them together, it is kids and their own kids and the future of kids. So it's hard to let your ego get in the way when it comes down to your own kids. um and then, I mean, if you want to look at the business side, I mean, having I mean, getting the president to be on your side is, or having the president by your side is a big deal whenever you're messing with rocket ships. I mean, he's the only person that's really is sending rocket ships up, and he's the only one that's landing them down, to be reused again. He has Starlink going on. It's just too much to kind of walk away. Obviously, both have egos, but like you mentioned, I think Trump's toned it back a little bit. He noticed that the public doesn't like too like forward, and I think they'll be okay. The reason I wanted to come up here is because you guys were talking about SHIB a little bit. In that space that I was in with Mar yesterday, the individual brought up SHIB and just kind of brought more things into perspective, more ideas. And one of the things I've not liked so far is this little run is that Ethereum's so expensive. We've had Izuni here for a while now, and every time he talks, I'm like, I want to get in, and I go in, and it costs me freaking $60 to buy $100 bag. I'm like, no, that's ridiculous. I can't even get in. So, and I wait till it drops down. I finally got in yesterday. I had a dip, and the gas price was cheap. But again, to my point is that with them building Shibarium, one of the things that he mentioned is that that's how they feel they're going to get everybody to migrate over to Shibarium. One, there's a lot of SHIB on Ethereum, but whenever it starts going, it's going to be hard to buy it because prices are going to be so high. And then whenever you do want to buy out or sell out, it's going to be really expensive. And he mentioned that with all those fees that go on, Ethereum should be a lot higher. If those fees really went back into Ethereum, market cap of Ethereum should have been a lot higher, and probably battling Bitcoin a lot more than where it's at right now. And it all made sense. And like he said, prices will start going up. People want to sell their SHIB, and they don't want to pay those fees. And you look over to your left and you see Shibarium, where you'll be able to buy out or buy in at the fraction of the price of Ethereum. It's very attractive, very attractive. And with all that money and then their own little ecosystem going up, SHIB price, I think, is set to explode. I mean, it was already expected. And he also mentioned that story about how it should have It could have flipped Ethereum. That really came as a surprise to me because I'd never heard that. I've always heard there's no way a meme coin could flip its its coin. I was like, and then they mentioned it there. I'm like, that's true. That's fucking amazing. So yeah, that's. So there was a lot of stuff talked about. I'm not gonna talk about all of it. It was really cool. I really liked it. A lot of information. Um, Another part was that XRP Ripple is based here in the U.S. You know, um, and he didn't give a price prediction for that one because he said I have no data points to talk about on it. And it's true. It's been like trading sideways for the longest time. For the longest time, it doesn't explode or anything. And if you start thinking about it, if you start adding it all up, whatever, if they were to make US based blockchains tax free, that'll bring in a crap load of people into a lot of money. And yeah, I think XRP is in a good place. And of course, there's that news with Cardano. That was cool. But the XRP thing, I think right now of all the blockchains, the ones that have a potential for a lot of upside that been held down, especially by the government, and now the government is going to say, hey, now you're going to be tax free whenever people buy out. It's just very attractive. I mean, if it's really attractive to me, I think it's really attractive to a lot of people, especially traders that know about this stuff. Yeah, that's all I got.
Good stuff, man. No, I great insights. I'm looking at SHIB right now as being really, really undervalued. It's getting lost in the shuffle. I love it. Dogecoin's gotten a ton of love recently. Pepe's getting a ton of love with all their listings. I want to go where nobody's going, and then all of a sudden, when that money starts flowing back in, keep in mind when Ethereum got up over 4K back in March. SHIB went up 230% in like 3 days. So remember how this game works. It's the largest ERC20 crypto. When Ethereum's up 8, 9, 10%, you better damn believe that SHIB's going to be up 20 plus. I mean, that's just how the game's played. And now Pepe's in that same league with it being a top 15 crypto. You got SHIB and Pepe, two massive ERC20 cryptos. So I don't even need Ethereum to get to 10K to make a shit ton of money on Pepe and SHIB. I just needed to get to 5, 6, 7. You know what I mean? And those are going to be great plays. So that's why, just kind of going back through your portfolio all the time, kind of, reimagining, re-envisioning kind of where you want to go. That's why I just said, I don't have enough SHIB. I don't have enough Pepe. I don't have enough Doge. And I stacked up on all three of those again on just a recent pullback. So I'm excited about that. Let's go down to Matt, and then Blue Eyes has been waiting too. What's up, Matt?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, I just wanted to mention here with a little bit of alpha that Trump, we mentioned Trump already this morning, but he picked the North Dakota governor, Doug Burgum, to be the Interior Secretary. And for people that don't know what that is, if they don't pay attention to politics, that's basically land management, public lands, mineral rights for lands, stuff like this. And the other thing is the alpha on Bitcoin. So there's a mining operation for Bitcoin in a little town called Williston, North Dakota, which is right in the middle, the heart of the oil fields. And what they're going to do, they're stalled right now because of some permits. But once these permits get approved, they're going to turn on their Bitcoin mining operation. It's going to bring some jobs over that way. Not that they need any because, there's already going to be oil drilling. But that is going to be huge for Bitcoin. And also Doug Burgum, he is co-owner of Microsoft. And Bill Gates is another massive landowner in North Dakota. So just to tie it all in together, what's happening, everybody knows Trump is a crypto-friendly president. He's like the crypto guy for the president, the one you want. But they're not going to stonewall, so to speak, or slow down any type of crypto regulation. This stuff is going to start going full steam ahead real soon. And Trump's not even in office yet. He doesn't even get officially take over until like the middle of January. So if people think they missed the boat on, you know, a 10x or a 20x, or what did I just capture on Peanut? A 40x, I think. Yeah. So if you think you're late, or you think you may have missed a couple of the pumps, you're still early. You're still really early. And I've said it before. A lot of people say it all the time. We're in the infancy of this. We are at the very beginning. This bull run is going to be like nothing we've ever seen before. Just everything is pointing to crypto right now, and it is absolutely insane. I'm gonna mute, otherwise I'll start going down a rabbit hole. But we are early, and if you're here or you're not in, I would get in, and that's not financial advice.
Appreciate the insights, bro. As always, and bro, you can go down the rabbit hole whenever you want. I love it. Feel free, man. Feel free. Let's go down to your court. What's up, bro?
Oh no, my bad, guys. I think I had my hand by accident up. I didn't. No, I don't have nothing to say.
All
Sorry.
good, man. All good.
Actually, if you can drop me down, please, I'll be great. I can never figure out how to do it.
I got you. Let's see. Boom. Blue Eyes, and then we'll get up to Mark.
Yes, thanks for having me up, Zach. Appreciate being up here. Really loved what Matt just said, actually. And for me, it's all about conviction plays at the moment. I've been holding XRP for so long. I've been laughed at for so long. And now I can finally laugh back at people. So for me, it's all about the conviction plays. XRP, that's starting to rip. You got Flare with F assets, that's going live. You've got Songbird, which is the Canary test network. It's all coming together. And then we've obviously got MEMECOINS ripping it at the minute. Doge has had a massive pump up. You've got Nero that are working hard in the background. We've got Alpha with a new one called Chib, who I can see down there that I'm kind of helping to support. I'm only a community member. I'm not part of the team. But I just wanted to kind of mention those guys because I don't know if, and I'll keep this brief because obviously it's a little bit of a shill as well, but I'm absolutely buzzing at the market in a minute and I'm completely bullish on crypto and more people are coming in. But not many people know about the true origin story of who rescued Kabusu. Do you, any of you guys know?
Wait, what's going on right now? What's happening?
Does anyone here know the original story, the origin story of who rescued Kabusu?
That's the dog. That's the Dogecoin dog.
Sorry, yes. Sorry, yeah.
So some people might not know that. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry, aka Doge. So I've only just found this out. So Chiba One, who Nero have kind of been mentioning in their stories as well. Chiba One were the organisation that actually rescued Kabusu, aka Doge, and her siblings Nero. So you've got Chiba One, who are the organisation, and now you've got a token who launched before all of this that kind of happened and kind of come out from Nero. You've got Chiba, who are kind of talking about the origin story now of Kabusu and her siblings Nero, and all roads lead back. And it kind of mind blown on that. You know, when you find an alpha play and you're just kind of like, oh my God, why has this narrative never been told? Like, it's a timeless narrative. So I'm just bullish on this one as well, Zach. So I just had to kind of come up and mention it. And as you can see there, the team are in the listening bit, man, but I'm absolutely bullish on this one. So could I pin something up the top? Obviously, it's not financial advice. You've got to do your own research, guys. As I said, I'm just a community member, but I'm buzzing for this one.
Yeah, if that team wants to come up, and here's the thing, we do offer sponsors. Like Zumi right now, they've been sponsored with us for 3+ weeks. We brought them on board at like 200K market cap. They've went as high as like 1.3 million. So we're doing daily, weekly, monthly sponsors here on the Breakfast Club. This wow. Might be a good fit. We'd love to talk with them.
Man, I'm just gonna I'll get them to drop you a DM. I'm just gonna drop this. This is what Nero posted, which is I'm just going to put it here again. As I said, like, people do your own research, but I'm absolutely bullish on it. But it tells the story. It tells the story of Chiba One, the organisation, rescuing Doge, and then obviously her being adopted. It's just a timeless one, man, and I'm just buzzing for it. But I've just popped it up there for people to kind of have a look at. But yeah, Zach, what I'll do, I'll get them to reach out if that's all right, pal.
Yeah, bro, that'd be perfect. Yeah, I followed you back too, Blue Eyes. So let's try to parlay that into something, and we'd be happy to bring them on every day for a week or month and get this thing rocking and rolling, man.
XRP Army, man. Hopefully, everyone held You deserve this, guys.
Let's go, bro.
Let's go. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man. Mar, what's good?
Yeah, Zach, I just want to bring something up, man, real quick. A little bit of funny. Just uh, this was brought up to me twice already in the last 6 months, and it was also brought up to me yesterday for the third time. Different individuals. There's a reason why when I do my profit taking, that I go into blue chips. There's a reason why I don't hold Cardano. I do hold XRP, and I still throw some money into these blue chip projects. But and I'm not saying that Solana, which is the one I'll be funding right now, I'm not saying the Solana price is not going to go up. Solana is probably going to hit 300, $400 in this bull market. It's just I don't. Uh, it brought me a little bit of fear because it's the second, and now there's a third person bringing this up where there's no connection there. And basically, and I hope I explained this right. Um, Basically, BNB back in the days had an outage, and I think like once or twice, I think Ethereum got hacked, or I don't know if Ethereum ever had an outage. Uh, but it happens out there on blockchains. And Solana had a complete outage, I think once or twice. But lately, the Solana outages, certain nodes or whatever it is, when it comes to the technical side, keeps working. A small part of the network keeps working, and again, this is said by already three different individuals with no connections. Who knows how they got it? Uh, the reason that a little bit of the network still works is because that is the backdoor for when they're dumping on your ass. And I'm talking about VCs and stuff like that. It's crazy. And these individuals said Solana price should have been way higher than what it is. But if you notice, when the network does go down, sometimes someone is able to do a transaction here and then, because they'll go, I guess, through that node or whatever it is when it comes to technical. But yeah, man, that it's a way they find a backdoor to dump all those coins by VCs and that are being minted. And it's something crazy. And I heard it once, I was like, whatever. Then I heard it again like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, when I was thinking of going hard into Solana. And like, you know what? Why take a chance on shit like this when I could go into safer plays? Like, that, yeah, I know XRP has had their cases, but you know what? I'll go into XRP. I'll put more on Ethereum, Link, IVAX, all these books that I don't hear shit like that. When you start hearing it, more often, it's probably something is out there. And yeah, that's my, like I said, my FUD on Solana.
Can I add on to that?
Yeah, bro.
Just to add a little more specifics, he already covered everything. The rumor is that when Solana hits those all-time highs or highs, that they shut down certain regional nodes and they leave others on that were predetermined in order to be able to cash in all those all-time highs. And once they get theirs, they turn back everything on, and that keeps people from fudding, saying, "Hey, Solana crashed," and Solana's like, "No, it didn't. It's still running. Look, there's still movement." So it kind of disguises it while they have shut down other areas. And that's how it was explained. So, but if you're able to figure out what regional nodes are on, you could go there and trade. I'm assuming, I'm not too technical myself, I'm still learning, but I'm guessing that if you have a VPN and you're able to turn it on in that region, you'll still be able to trade out. That's what I took from it.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Let's get over to Gino. Gino, what's going on, bro? Good morning, man.
Hey, what's up, buddy? GM. Sorry, I had to. I hate that shit too, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was in a bass project a while back that was like their whole shtick, man. I'm really over it. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say real quick. It was mentioned a little earlier, and yeah, I didn't want to bust up the conversation and stuff, but just real quick and a little fun thing we're doing for the fight tonight. We're doing a little like bet wager thing over at Genu. Which, you know, it's maybe an unpopular decision, but I got Jake, which means Genu has Jake. So anybody that wants to get in, anybody that wants to get in on the action, man, if you want to hit our TG, the wallet's posted in there in details, but you can drop 100,000 Genu in this wallet, and then if Mike Tyson wins, I send you 200,000. So you can double up if you want to Iron Mike. If the kid wins, then thanks for coming out, and we'll probably just burn it or something. But yeah, man, I just thanks for letting me put it in real quick, and just yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be electric one way or the other. So my wife's out of town; she's down in Naples, Florida for the weekend. I got the kids. I'm going to get them to
really
bed.
Naples.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I heard you. Aren't you down there?
I'm flying in there tonight.
Yeah, she just left this morning. She's going down with like 3 of her friends. One of them's parents has a house down there, so they're doing a girls trip or whatever. But so I got the kids. I'm gonna get them in bed. I'm gonna crack some Miller Lights, probably lose some money trading buzzed, and watch this fight, man. So, but yeah, anybody wants to have some fun and try to double up their Genu, come on in. Thanks, buddy.
Hell yeah, guys! Make sure you guys show them some love. They've been a great sponsor of ours. Genu, go give them a follow, hop in their TG, show them some love. The chart's been looking solid for a while now, so definitely give them some love.
Did he say 100,000? Bro, Gino's gonna hit $1. I ain't gonna give away no $100,000. Crazy.
Love you, Mark.
The chart's been pretty good, but yesterday he mentioned he was going for Jake Paul, and there's been a pullback, so I guess that's the reason.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize it was such an unpopular opinion or whatever, but I don't know, man. Everybody keeps throwing shade at him, and he keeps knocking everybody out. So we'll see. It could go either way, man, for sure. I got a lot of respect for both of them, but yeah, my money's on the kid.
You think it's going to be a real fight? You think they're just going to let them go? I mean, you think there's some bullshit going on? Like, hey, let's not hurt each other. You think? You know what I mean? Because that last fight, who did Tyson just fight? Roy Jones or whatever? That was like bogus, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, there's always that level to it, right? But it's Tyson. You know, once he gets hit in the face once, like all bets are off, I think, man. You know what I mean? So if it is scripted, he's the one that's going to take it off script in the blink of an eye. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know, man. Who knows? It's going to be fun, though. I know that much. So I can't wait to drink a couple beers and watch it.
This is the guy that's bitten off an opponent's ear. I don't think we could script that. So, yeah, I think it's going to be for real. Did anybody see the interview that he had with the little girl? There was a little girl that was interviewing him, and she asked him, "What do you want? What do you think about your legacy, or what do you think this fight's going to do for your legacy?" And he pretty much said, "I don't care about my legacy. We all die." And it was like, she looked pretty young interview, and I was like, damn, dude, he just like made it super dark. But yeah, I'm going for Tyson. I grew up watching Tyson, man. One punch, it's going to be one good punch. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be a body punch that puts Jake Paul, because he's never been hit like this. I don't think so.
Hey, real quick, do you think that slap was real, or is all that like staged?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know. I'm always skeptical of boxing, man. There's just so much bullshit with boxing. I like boxing, just so much bullshit. This is why the UFC is so much more popular. You know, you know what I mean? I mean, boxing's just had so much bullshit with shit getting fixed, and I don't know, man. There's so much. There's so much behind the scene work with promoters and all that shit. You know?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this is the only. I mean, I don't know. Boxing hasn't been good since the 80s and 90s to me, really. You know what I mean? So
when the
honestly,
heavyweights
this is the
were
only
running the
boxing worth
show,
watching.
yeah, when the heavyweights were running the show, that's when boxing was legit. You know, it's not taking anything away from like Floyd Mayweather and Manny and all those guys, but you know, people want to see the heavyweights go at it and get knocked out. You know, let's see here. I don't know where we go from here.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, actually, here, wait. Let me run down. This is interesting. This will definitely cause some. It'll stir the pot a little bit. We'll see where it goes. Here's some of the top stories in the last 24 hours, guys. 18 U.S. states are suing the SEC. Do you guys see this? Accusing it of the crypto industry overreach. Love this. The lawsuit spurred by obviously Gary Gensler and them knowing that Gensler's getting ready to step away. So I think it could happen as soon as today. And here's the reason why. If you look at 2016 and 2020, both SEC chairs resigned right around mid-November. Both SEC chairs resigned. And really, you know, you guys know what that is. It's saving face. It's like you're either going to get fired or you're going to walk away. And so I wouldn't be surprised if it happens today. A lot of time the government and things like that, they love to do shit on like Friday afternoon, so then it's buried and you forget about it by Monday. You know what I mean? They love doing shit like that. They'll throw it out there at 4:45 and then, oh shit, you know, everybody has a few beers and by Monday, you know, there's fucking war going on and all this fucking crazy shit. You forget about it. So I wouldn't be shocked if that news came down today. If not today, at some point early next week. So we've got that cooking. Van Eck set a new Bitcoin price target yesterday. Their Bitcoin price target for this cycle, 180K. 180K is their price target. That's Van Eck. I mean, these aren't guys that are like, you know, crypto bros in an X space, given 180K price target. So I thought that was interesting. Franklin Templeton expands its money market fund to Ethereum, another big player. And this is all for tokenized assets. So this is big. Just 2 days ago, we saw the Biddle fund, which is built on Ethereum through BlackRock for tokenized assets, expanding. When we think about Ethereum, and it hasn't really pumped yet, what's going to pump Ethereum, I think, is the narrative and the hype around RWA. That is going to be something to watch for. And then that whole RWA narrative will obviously pump RWA tokens as well. I think that's going to happen more than once in this cycle. So there's some news there. Thought this was interesting. A Pennsylvania bill proposed a strategic Bitcoin reserve. This could allow up to 10% of state funds in Bitcoin to hedge against inflation. Love seeing that. Hopefully every state, you know, does something similar. So those were a few pieces of news that I thought were interesting here just in the last 24 hours. Kova, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I was expecting more hands to go up, but no, the Gary Gensler thing, man, I really do think he's gone really, really soon. One thing about government employees, they don't like working the holidays. They don't. And, you know, if he's in there and some bad stuff happens that needs his attention, he gets called in and everything. And that's why they quit before November. They're out, they're free, they're, you know, they get to have their little peace and quiet for the holidays. You got Thanksgiving coming up. You got, and you know, yeah, they're out. I see it really often. I've been involved with the government a little bit, and yeah, they always try to get out of there before the holidays. That way, on the other end, whenever they're the new person comes in, and then on the other end, you know, they're able to leave before the holidays too. And then I really think those lawsuits that just sprung up, I think they're like big middle fingers to Gary. I don't know how far they'll go, especially after the swap of administration and everything, and with, you know, crypto getting the green light now from a pro crypto government. I don't think they'll stick around. I think it's really just to give him the middle finger on his way out, you know, just to kind of bud the dude, which I think is freaking awesome. I love it. I've been looking around for some Gary Gensler tokens. I haven't found anything that was really nice. If anybody has some alpha on that, I'll take it. You know, top 3 or something. Throw them up there, and over at the Crypto Breakfast Club TG. That would be awesome to look into. I do warn, for everybody that's in here, because you are, my crypto family, and you're here in the Breakfast Club. Make sure you take your profit on those, because we know they ain't gonna last that long. All right, you're gonna get a nice little push, and they'll probably just rug. So just know the game. Bazinga.
Yeah, man, that's a good call. I think we'll all be on the lookout for some Gensler meme coins for sure. It's always trying to get ahead of the narratives, and that's going to be one that as soon as that shit breaks, is that news is official. Yeah, I could definitely see some meme coins start to fly. Probably will be short-lived, but yeah, make a quick buck on them, get in, get out, and stack your chips. Mar, go ahead.
Yeah, Zach. Two things. The first one, quick. I put it up on the Nest. Man, that tweet went viral. Did you ever see that tweet from Litecoin?
I did see that. Damn, I didn't know it had 5 million impressions on that damn thing.
Yeah, dude, it went viral. Like everyone is talking about it. It's actually it's cool as hell, man. But look, what I wanted to get into real quick, Zach, is I'm a little bit disappointed. I hope that the government doesn't just concentrate on Bitcoin. I hope it's mostly about the blockchain, what blockchain could do, and with blockchain comes crypto all around, not just Bitcoin. Uh, I was in a space a few days ago. I don't know if I spoke about this earlier, and I got on to talk on a Gary Cardone space, which they fucking suck, and I'll explain why they suck. And they were great spaces, but it fucking sucks now. But I came up to his space, and I remember a few months ago he bought some Dutch coin. I guess he had a little bit too much whiskey, and he decided to admit that he bought some Dutch coin. And I congratulated him the other night. Hey, congratulations if you're still holding Dutch. You 4 or 5x it. I'm also a Dutch. He started like, we're not gonna get into this now, like taking it personal. Basically brought me down. And before he brought me down, I basically told him, "Oh, I see you're a maxi." And this is sad, guys. And this is financial advice, actually. This is sad. Don't be a maxi. Be like myself, Zach, and a lot of people up in here. Like, give an opportunity to the space, man. Bitcoin, and look, there's Ethereum maxis, but the worst are Bitcoins. And you also got some hardcore XRP maxis, but Bitcoin was a meme coin. It was a freaking garbage meme coin at first, worth 0.001. And basically, Zach, it's what I told him. You guys act all smart, like Bitcoin is a smart investment, which it is. But don't tell me you're a fucking genius, because there's a guy up there, and I tweeted about this, and I tweeted it before. There's a wallet holding 5% of the total supply, which if this man ever or woman decides to come and sell that, your investment is not going to look so smart after all. So what I'm saying is, even Bitcoin has a threat. Our high risk. There's actually projects out there that have way better tokenomics than Bitcoin. you know and these people are putting millions and millions of dollars into Bitcoin. And I said this is if you got in early in Bitcoin, I mean early, 2 years ago, 20K, 30K, you're good, you're on profit, you could take some of your money back, whatever it is. But the way these guys, this guy Cardone already is turning into a full-blown fucking maxi, where you can't even talk to him about any other coin on his space, or he'll bring you down, or laugh at you. It's disappointing, because it's what I said. Bitcoin, this space has a lot to do thanks to Bitcoin, but also Bitcoin has to say thank you to many great projects out there like Ethereum, and much more, or all these bean coins, and my whole point of this: don't be a maxi, Don't let anyone ever brainwash you to be a maxi. That's just putting your eggs in one basket. And when this man decides to wake up one day and dump his 5%, you're going to see the same fucking drama, the same FUD, just like any other coin. There's a $200,000 market cap or a freaking billions or trillions like Bitcoin. And I don't get it. I'm like, why not push, man? Why not push the whole space? Let's all grow together. Why just Bitcoin? Bitcoin is. And last night is like, that's it. I'm gonna unfollow this motherfucker. I'm done with this guy. Last night, no, he started flooding Ethereum. There's no, there's a gentleman that was trying to explain to him, like, look, he said it beautiful, man. Like every coin has a purpose, has they're great at something. Bitcoin is great at this. Ethereum does this. IVAX does this. BNB is good for this. They all have their value, but man, he did not want to understand. And I'm like, holy shit. He's like, he. This fucking guy reminded me yesterday of like Chavez or Fidel Castro. They're kind of communists, but they haven't come out yet, and they'll finally boom. Okay, I'm a full fucking communist dictator. That's exactly, and it's sad. It's sad, and maybe they think they're fucking, they're rich. I give it to them, but now they think they know everything because they met Saylor. I mean, Saylor was anti-Bitcoin years ago, and he changed his mind, and now only Bitcoin, only Bitcoin, only Bitcoin, you know. And I'll tell you what, and the sad thing is, these guys, they hold all these assets too. They hold Ethereum and all this. And that's what pisses me off even more, because they hold these assets, but then they FUD it, you know? And, I come out, I get mad. I can say shit because I like to say the truth about Caspa or just a few seconds ago about Solana, because I like to tell the audience, hey, look, watch out for this. Look at this. I don't agree with this, but I'll tell you straight out, I bought Caspa again at 10 cents, and I'm holding it long term. And these people are a fucking virus to the space. These maxis are the worst. And I hope everyone here in the audience takes this serious. Don't listen to these clowns. Open up your mind. Give yourself an opportunity to invest on NFTs, fucking all these tokens, coins, and expand your portfolio, because if you put all your eggs in one basket, it's been proven since history, since fucking caveman days, you're probably gonna get wrecked, and you're gonna lose it all, because once you get wrecked on the only basket you eggs were on. So yeah, don't let these guys convince you. And these are rich fuckers that are putting all their money in Bitcoin, and all they want to do is double, triple the money, because they're putting millions. And that's not our game. Our game is, to study this beautiful space that could be ugly sometimes on dark, but for me, it's mostly beautiful, and find projects out there. And once you get in on something early and you see how it grows while you're an investor in it, you feel more proud of yourself. You're like, man, I got in early. And that's happened to me. Happened to me, Zach, with our trade did his thing. Happened to me with Bitmaps. Shit, even I could say Solana when I bought that shit at $12, that I took a chance. Yeah, don't be these guys. Be open minded, and let's grow this space together, and not listen to these fucking maxi clowns like our Gary Cardone, and now his brother Grant Cardone, that he's gonna use Bitcoin for fucking properties all of a sudden now. When he was anti fucking Bitcoin 6 months ago.
Yeah, bro. On your first point with Litecoin, I opened up a trade at $68 when Larry came in here that day and was talking about a Litecoin ETF. I started thinking about that, and I don't have a lot of the ins and outs on that, and I want to speak to your other point too here in a sec. But a Litecoin ETF makes a lot of sense for the institutions. You want to know why? Nobody's fucking talking about Litecoin. It's like 82% away from its all-time high. They could pump the living shit out of it and make a shit ton of money on it. I like Litecoin, and I don't think there's a lot of risk. Even here at $82, I'm up 21% on my position that I opened up, and this wasn't that long ago. I mean, I opened up this position, I'll tell you right now, October 22nd. I bought 5K of Litecoin on October 22nd. I'm up 21% on that, and I like it. I'm gonna hold the line on that. So I mean, speaking to your point, yeah, these billionaires, it's real easy for the billionaires to FUD everything else because you know what? They don't need to invest in altcoins, but they also don't need to put altcoins down and ruin everybody else's fucking time. So I agree with you, man. That's why I really respect Raul Paul. Somebody like this guy who he doesn't have to talk about Solana. He doesn't have to talk about Ethereum or Sui, but he does and invests in them and talks about, why smart contracts are important, all while still having most of his portfolio in Bitcoin. But a lot of these guys, I think they do it kind of purposely because they don't need to invest in anything. So they're trying to FUD you out of altcoins and buy Bitcoin, because that's where they're putting all their money.
Right. It's a pump. It's a space for him to pump his Bitcoin bags. And I realized
100%.
it. No, I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed because I started with the guy. Of course, he had money already, but I started when he only had like 2,000 followers. I used to go up and speak a lot. And we used to come up with different. We used to talk, about the economy and we used to bring up coins there, and but now his bags are pumping. So now he's on fucking steroids. Bitcoin. He's the first one that's gonna dump on your ass. He's telling you 150K. He's selling at 130K. I'm never selling my Bitcoins. Get the fuck out of here, But it's just sad, man, because you expect. What's the sad thing about it? That this guy's Paul. He's Paul. He met with this guy. The Bitcoiner guy. I named him earlier. But Sailor. They were in the Trump. His brother was with Trump here in Florida during the election night, hanging out with Trump. And it's sad. It worries me a little bit, Zach, because it's sad that it's all Bitcoin, and they can influence because these guys were hanging with Trump. Okay. I don't think they could influence Elon, but it's sad that they could probably influence all these people. And then it could just become a Bitcoin thing. And to one point where, yeah, we're on blockchain, but it's all about Bitcoin, all the other, even if Trump says something like that, like we realize crypto, it could flood the whole fucking market. It's just sad. And I hope these motherfuckers don't, in other words, don't turn Trump and the organization into Bitcoin maxis. I mean, that would be like devastating, And
Well, the good thing, bro, is like Trump, even at that Bitcoin conference, bro, this was at the Bitcoin conference and there were actually boos in the crowd. I was fucking there. He even said he said, not only Bitcoin, but crypto needs to flourish, and he's like, I think there are other coins other than Bitcoin that have value. And some of the Bitcoin maxis, if y'all ever been to a Bitcoin conference, there's some people that, bro, you think there's cult followings in politics. Holy fuck. And these are smart people, man. I never understand how smart people can be so narrow fucking minded. It blows my mind. But anyway, he said it there. And I mean, he's had the NFT projects, right? So I think from Trump's perspective, I think that's why this thing's so damn bullish. It's not like he came in and said Bitcoin only, because that's different than saying, hey, we're going to be the Bitcoin and crypto hub. Like, I mean, he's including other things, which I think is a very important distinction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
his son is in his ear, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Man. It's sad, man. It's like, yeah, give some respect, you motherfucker. You just 4x Dutch. Give some respect to the dog. Like, yeah, oh no. Oh, we don't need to talk about that, and fucking brings me down. I go, no,
like
we do.
Yeah, tries to big league. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, like no, we do because you put money on it. I was in the space and you put money on it, and the Maxis actually attacked you when you say you put some money on Dutch. Remember that space? Oh yeah. And I go, how much you make, Cordon? How much you made? I'll tell you how much I made. And yeah, I think Pay was in that space with me. But yeah, man, it's sad. And it was, I love this space. I love crypto. I love blockchain. And when you hear someone that so influential like that it will influence other people, into becoming a clown like he is in crypto, it's sad. And I hope a lot of people don't fall into that. And like you said, so a lot of smart people, and they're so close-minded just with Bitcoin, But a lot of them, Zach, let me tell you, that's all outdoors. But indoors, they're probably fucking pumping the shit out of Ethereum, buying all these coins to make money to put it back into Bitcoin, and that's fine. Hey, you're bringing in liquidity into the space. That's fine. But yeah, come out there and say, you know what? But it's not that way. They got their own code, and it is what it is for now. And that's why I'm praying, man. And I want to leave this. I want to land the plane with this. That's why Ethereum has been disappointed, man. Ethereum needed to make a run. Ethereum should be easily already at least at $6,000, man, and close right there. Like, you got Bitcoin 1.5 trillion, let's say, and then you needed Ethereum at least to see 700, 800 billion. You needed Ethereum to be more than half, close to Bitcoin, just to show, hey, I'm here to stay, I'm strong as fuck, and it's not just you, buddy. And when there's a great second place, more are gonna come along. But if Ethereum keeps falling back from Bitcoin, I think it's just gonna be more bad, of course, for the space.
Paid, what's up? And I see Mutasco up here, and let's get to Paid, Genu, and then over to Mutasco.
Yo, Zach, real quick, guys. In the Cardano realm, SNEC is about 17% from all-time highs. It's at $148 million market cap, guys. And it's pumping. It's up almost 27% today. This could hit all-time highs today, if not tomorrow or this week, or it could cool off for a little bit. But guys, you look at these ecosystems, especially Cardano, that's been like brutally down for so long. If you get into the ecosystem, Cardano does a 5x. These ecosystem plays are going to do a 10, 20, 30. So SNEC's the number one meme coin on Cardano. I'm not really showing for them. I'm not paid to show for them. I just have a small bag, not a small bag, but a decent bag. And if this goes to $1 billion, a little under what? 6x. I'm not trying to do math here. Don't do math in public, but let's say 6, 7x. Once it hits that billion, like Zach says, it normally gets right to 3 billion, almost guaranteed. So just look at SNEC if you're trying to get into the Cardano ecosystem outside of my own project. I'm going to start showing my project now that Cardano's getting back.
I like that. I'm just looking at the SNEC chart too. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's looking good, man. I'm telling you, it's looking good. If you got in and you've been holding SNEC for a while, it's like, oh fuck, like this shit.
I got a gang of it over on the Vesper wallet, and I never open that Vesper wallet. I just hold it over there, and I know something pretty will be there one day, hopefully.
It's at a 318 right now. I mean, that's nothing right now. I think we get a nice 10x. You get maybe to be the first meme coin to crack the top 100 for Cardano, or the first project ever outside of like
SNEC, or if Cardano gets up over $3 this cycle, SNEC's getting probably to $1 billion.
I agree, and that's at minimum. I mean, $3 is last cycle, and they didn't even have all this election talk. They didn't even have all this government talk, and Charles Hoskinson wasn't working with the administration. Dude, I'm telling everyone's gonna fade Cardano, but then Cardano's gonna hit like $7 at minimum. That's just my take. $7 at minimum.
I got some profit taking points at around 3, and then I still like 455. I got some profit taking points there on Cardano. But I mean, I got a nice position. I was stacking to lower my average cost in the bear run. Remember when it was sitting at 25 cents forever? Like it wasn't moving off 25 cents. I was stacking. Yeah, I think I told you, Pate, I got a lot of Cardano, more than I probably
and
need,
I'm still waiting for you to invest in Paid XPO, a Cardano project. Just you're gonna brag about it. Let's put some money where your mouth is, and throw in come on, just listen. Like I tell everybody for every project, put $10 in and forget about it. Like it doesn't, put $10 in, and fucking forget about it.
Let's go down to Genu and then up to Mutasco.
Hey, thanks, man. So I got a question for you guys. So for years and years and years, I've been talking crypto to friends, family, acquaintances. They've all faded it. They've all lightweight sort of made fun of me about it in general for years and years. In the last week, I've had at least a dozen people reach out to me basically, now that everything's pumping like crazy, about how do I get in? What should I buy? What should I do? And I'm never comfortable giving financial advice to family members and friends really either. But I also feel like we all sort of need to be ambassadors for crypto at the same time. But my question is like, I'm having difficulty recommending what these people should do. Now that everything's pumping, it's like, it's not, technically speaking, it's not a great time to buy. You should maybe wait for a pullback, but there might not be a pullback. So I'm just curious what you guys would recommend. I mean, this is basically what I've told a couple of them. If I had $1,000, I would put 200 in Bitcoin, 200 in Ethereum, 200 in Pepe, 200 in SHIB, and 200 in Doge. None of those are going to 100x, but long term, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just struggling to recommend. I mean, I got boomers coming at me. My brother-in-law's dad, who's 70 years old. Like, it's just everybody's coming at me now all at once. And I'm struggling to make recommendations other than just put in what you can, because it's all going to go up. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Anyways, man, it's just been bugging me the last couple of days. Wanted to get your guys' thoughts on, like, what would you recommend to these newbies coming in?
Basically what you just said with Ethereum and Bitcoin, but also, I mean, this would be something that you would do research wise, not them, because they're new. Just be like, what is brutally down still that hasn't moved? Like, for instance, VeChain. Fucking throw a couple bucks in the VeChain. It's a 10x from all-time highs right now. They're trying to make a little quick gains for $100 or $50 or whatever they're putting in. Look at the stuff. I mean, this is for you to do. Like, you can introduce them into like the whole market cap situation, blah blah. But if they're just looking for some plays, it's not financial advice. Just say, hey, these things did this last cycle. They went up to whatever price. This is where they are now. If it gets back to this price, this is how many X's you can potentially make. And leave it at that. Get Bitcoin, get Ethereum, and then look at the top 100. After that, don't go any. I would even say top 50, right? Like, I wouldn't go any lower than that. For new people, brand new people who don't know what the fuck a wallet is, any of that, just be like, here's Bitcoin, Ethereum, know about these guys, and here's the top 50. Throw a dart at any of these, and you'll be all right. That's just my non-financial advice, not financial advice.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I was definitely trying to keep it to like centralized exchange stuff too. I mean, I don't know. It's just been a wild week, man, and I'm getting hit out of nowhere from like all different angles, after years and years of telling these people. So it's just like, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't like giving advice to people. So, but I feel like somebody has to do it.
Hey, brother.
Real quick.
Go ahead, Colo. Go for it, Mark.
Yeah, look, real quick. If you're gonna do it for them, the $1,000 exactly. Central exchanges, let them double their money, triple their money. Tell them straight out, you're not gonna get rich, but you're gonna probably make some money. And when they make money, people get interested, and then they get their lazy ass up, and they want to start learning because they made money. You understand what I'm saying? They saw a positive outcome. Okay, now if you're gonna do the buying for them, since you understand wallets and other stuff, and it's $1,000, you could drop, like, let's say $600 on blue chip projects where they're going to double their money or triple their money and get, make their money back. And then you get like $400, $300. And like I said, drop it on high risk plays for them that they could probably turn that into, $400. You could turn it into millions in crypto, but at least maybe into $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 if the project is successful, But yeah, those are my two takes. If you're gonna do it for them, $600 for blue chips, $400 or $300 for high risk. But if you don't not gonna do it to them, forget about them downloading wallets and shit like that. Let them make money first on a decentralized exchange, and once they make money, they're gonna open up their eyes, get their lazy ass up and the brain, and start learning crypto because they're gonna get hyped up about it,
Yeah, man. No, I appreciate it. That is the other thing that is very uncomfortable. Some of them are like, "Let me give you money and you do it," and I'm just like, man, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I know. I'm like, I just don't feel comfortable doing that shit.
Tell it. You know what I tell them? Hey, this is a $1,000 lottery ticket. Do not come back crying on me. Okay? This is a lottery ticket that has a better chance of winning than a $1 lottery ticket, you know, from guessing the 6 numbers, you know.
Yo, Genu, though, dude, I'm getting it too, man, from all angles. This week and last week for sure. What I do is I just tell them straight up, you know, this isn't the best time to get in. Ideally, you want to be buying when nobody's talking about it. You wanted to be buying in 2022 and 2023. So I can show you everything I hold and everything I own, but I'm up on all these investments. So this is a completely different, you know, scenario here. Okay. So there's that. And then, you know, depending on how much money they have and what, you know, what kind of position they're in. If I know the person's like well off and they're like, hey, I got 10 grand or whatever disposable income, I want to get exposed. You know, I'll give them some ideas, but I'm not just going to be like, you know, get in this, get in that, get in this, get in that, and you're going to turn your 10 grand into 80. Like you never give like, this is exactly how it's going to happen. It's like, these are plays that I like. These are plays that I'm in. Know that they're probably not going to go up as much because, again, the best time to get in the market is when nobody's talking about it. So now you know there's going to be a bear market, right? And I just kind of go with that. But honestly, man, I kind of leave it open-ended. You never want to give them like, you know, do this exactly and this exactly. And then, yeah. And then I've had a ton of people, same thing, like, can I just give you 10 grand and you keep 10%? Like, bro, that's not worth my time, nor do I want that fucking burden if something, you know, no disrespect, but like, you know, I don't want that, you know, but I'll tell you what it is though. It's a good sign that the market's going to start doing well is when all these people start coming back in, man. It's so frustrating though, right? I mean, because it's like, where the hell were you? Where the hell were you? I had a lot more time 2 years ago, and you could have sat down. We could have sat down, had a coffee, had a beer, whatever. And man, like you know, it's funny how it works though, bro. It's you know, life happens. I get it, man. But anybody who's been in crypto the whole last 4 or 5 years or even longer, like yourself, I mean, you know what it takes in this space. And you know, you got to get fucked over a few times too in crypto. I mean, you got to feel what that feels like. I truly believe that, man. You know, especially if you're, you know, diving into DeFi and ecosystems. I mean, you got to feel every side of it, you know, and so yeah. If I am going to say anything, same thing. Keep it simple. Centralized exchange. Get yourself some Bitcoin. DCA. You know, that's something else. You know, best way to do it, because most of these people who ask us, right, they're not in it like us every day. They're not holding a 2-hour space. They're not waking up at 5 a.m. trading and can't sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning because of crypto. These are people that just want exposure. You know, yeah, they might want to get rich overnight. I just tell them it ain't going to happen. Okay, it ain't going to happen. But if you want to passively invest, start buying a little Bitcoin every week and then pick, you know, I'll give you 10 other altcoins I like, pick 3 of them and start dollar cost averaging into those. You know, it's something like that. You know, that's kind of how I go about it. But dude, I feel your pain on that, bro. It's tough. It's tough because you want to help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's a double-edged sword, man. Like I want to help, and again, I want to be an ambassador for crypto as well. But it's just like, fuck, I don't know. It just makes me feel icky.
Yeah, bro. But they picked like the worst time. Like it's about to take off. It's time for business for you. Like you've learned all this for this. Okay, you've been, you know, kind of grinding for however long you have in order to get to this point. And you know, it kind of sucks. Now these people want to show up and they're like, hey, where do I put my money? And let's say they make money, and then they even make more money than you because they just happen to have the right amount of money at the right amount at the right place. Now, obviously, it's our family. We want to take care of them and everything, but it would suck too. Trust me, if I have family coming to me right now and they're like, hey, how do you do this? I'm like, okay, you know, this is a good play right here. And they just stick 20 grand. I don't have 20 grand to put into something, but I have family that can. They stick 20 grand and they walk with like 500 or, you know, $1 million. I'm like, damn. But I don't know. I'm about educating people though. But in this case, like Zach mentioned, you got to learn on your own. Sometimes you got to get rugged. I've met a lot of people, and I could tell the difference between the person that just happened to be in the right place at the right time, stuck money and made a bunch of money, and the other people that have been grinding to make their money. There's a big freaking difference. But anyways, just an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but maybe make a spreadsheet where, some top coins that you could recommend with links to wherever they could go trade them, and then some videos on how to do it, and just make one sheet. Because if you're going to have 25 people coming, you're going to have to explain this thing 25 times, and just to skip that, you put it all together. I don't know how you are with PowerPoint or anything like that. I'm decent. So if I had a bunch of family coming to me, I'd put something together like that to them, and it was like, here's your quick crypto lesson. There's some links. Here's some crypto influencers. Of course, Zach is going to be at the top of that list, if you want to keep up with stuff. And you just have to learn it on your own, bro. Like, here's where you could go. Crypto.com is where I got started, and I thought it was pretty good. It was a good in right there. But there's also Robinhood. I keep them in those places. Robinhood, Crypto.com, something where they could themselves maneuver if they put some time into it. If they don't have the time to learn those, they ain't got time for crypto. They could go just pound sand, buy some crypto, and hold it. That would be my advice to those people.
And Kova and Eno, just like give him Robinhood, man. Robinhood already added like 5 more fucking cryptos. Give them Robinhood, and from there they don't even have to use stable coins. It's cash. Have them buy Pepe, Dodge, Shiba, Bitcoin, whatever it is. Throw the $1,000 in Robinhood, and it's easy as hell, man.
You know what happens though too, and I know, Gino, you probably noticed, it doesn't stop at just telling them what to buy. Now they get up some money. Hey Zach, when should I sell? When's it going to come down? When should I take profits, bro? Is it going to continue to go up? Bro, I don't fucking know.
Take your initials out, and hold as long as you want.
YouTube videos, bro.
It's nonstop, man. It's like I'm already busy trying to run this fucking project, like I'm trying to help. But that's a good point about the spreadsheet, and like maybe because I've had the same conversation 25 times already in the last 3 days. And actually, even I an old personal trainer buddy of mine, I met him for lunch the other day at Dave and Buster's. We drank a couple beers and played some video games, and I sat down with him for like an hour and got him all set up on Coinbase and Coinbase Wallet and showed him everything. But it's like I can't do that like with everything,
And then the worst part, man, is that you're going to do it for one person. It's going to work out, and then they're going to recommend you to do it for somebody or to somebody else, and then they're going to come. So yeah, I mean, just. That's what I would do. I luckily I don't have that. I got one cousin that I talk to in my entire family. He's cool. I love him. If he comes to me, I'm gonna help him. But if I had 25 people, which I imagine there's a lot of people out there that have this issue and are it's gonna get even worse. I would put something together and and hand it over, and maybe somebody in here could probably put something together. I don't know that Zach.
Well, I mean,
Zach.
Yeah,
something universal for people to use, a quick little show. You post it and you could have your audience just point people in that direction.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember I made a video, this was probably 6 months ago, like basically breaking down my portfolio. I mean, there's tons of YouTube videos. You don't have to just look at mine. But I mean, I don't know, man. This might sound harsh, but I'm not trying to sound harsh. I love helping people, man. Like I was a teacher, professor, like I'm educator, like I love nothing more than helping people, but you just like sometimes, man, like if people aren't willing to help themselves and they just want you to do it for them, it's like, bro, I'm sorry, man. I don't have time to hold your hand and walk you all around the park. I mean, people come to me, man, and they're like, hey, I got 10 grand, like make me rich. I'm like, have you done any work? Because nobody helped me. I mean, no, exactly. I found people along the way, but like, you got to be self-motivated to some extent, right? I mean, you got to like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but Zach,
that vibe's different where it's like, hey, here's 10 grand, turn it into 50 versus I got 10 grand. Can you help me learn? You know what I mean? That's different. That's a different conversation.
Yeah, but Zach, this is dangerous, man, because I like helping people too at work but when you're trying to help somebody with their money, that's when it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's their money, and if they lose it, oh man, So there's a difference. You help them, teaching them. Look, I'll teach you crypto. I'll teach you how to download a wallet. I'll teach you how to move coins around. You buy. You do your homework and you buy. It shouldn't be that hard. Look at CoinMarketCap. Look at the top coins. It's hard to tell people what to buy, man. It's hard, because
because we lose, man. Like we don't get it right every time. That's the thing, bro. Like, yeah,
we get it wrong most of the time. It's just an average game.
Yeah.
It's just an average game. And the right ones, we fucking, get a good hit, a good double, a triple, a home run, bases loaded, But it's a percentage game. You just the winnings, you want them to be way stronger than your losses. That's why
when you win big.
Losses.
Yeah. When you win big and know how to cut your losses. So, you could lose 6 or 7 times, and then that 8th time, that win wipes it all out. Now you're back in the green, But a lot of people can't stomach that. They don't get it until you live it. You got to live it. You got to be in it to know that game.
Zach, one thing, the top, and I want people to know this shit. If you have a portfolio with plays that are $3-4 million market cap, $10-20 million market cap, and then I separate my portfolio, my blue chips with my high risk, because when the bull market is here full effect, okay, your blue chips are probably, all of them are going to be pumping at the same time, like you saw when Bitcoin was going to 90K. You saw all these coins pumping hard. But guys, your high risk plays are not going to pump at the same time. One is going to pump 1 month, maybe the other one 2 months later. So you got to be ready for that. Don't think that your high risk plays are all going to pump at the same time as the blue chips do mostly. So you got to get ready, and that's a good thing, because you don't want all your high risk to be pumping at the same time. You're going to be going nuts.